know, is there like a rank and file in prison where you kind of know who the person running the show is in the inmate side?
There absolutely is. Yeah, you'll always know who's running the prison. And there's usually 5 or 6 of those guys, and then they have what's called enforcers. Enforcers will work for them. They're guys that have life sentences that have nothing to lose. And so they run stores, they run parlay tickets, they do a lot of things. And when people get in debt and they can't pay, they're called check-ins. They'll either check in to segregation and stay away from general population, or the enforcer will get them.
Really? Wow, that sounds so
Sounds
organized.
like a show, like a TV
It,
show
it,
or a movie. I mean,
it is.
Well,
God.
I started
They've made
watching
some
a
good ones.
show called Orange is Black or something like
Yeah,
that,
Yeah,
and
I've
I
seen
really
that.
got into it for a while. And I was watching that stuff, and I was like, "Is that real? Does that really happen in prison?" It
yeah.
sounds like it does.
And well, now that you mention it, you think of Shawshank Redemption. Those guys, like the one guy that got out, he had nowhere to go. He had nobody, and so what did he do? He laid on the railroad track, and that's the way it is in prison. A lot of people there get institutionalized. They got no family. They got nowhere to go, and they just resign to being that. That's what they become.
Well, and isn't there different levels of prison? Like there's class D's or something like that. Like
There is.
where I feel like that's
Should I
just,
ask how you know that?
yeah, I know.
You must know something.
Yeah, well, or you get like they'll have tablets and it's just kind of like a free for all in there. But
Yeah.
where you were sounds more, I guess, serious and
Yeah, Class Ds are usually held in jails. When you get Class C, that's usually behind a minimum custody fence. Class B, Class A's, they're behind a fence. So you'll go to medium custody or high custody. It depends on how your conduct is. If you get in fights and stay in trouble, you'll stay behind a big fence. So you'll go to Eddyville or Eastern Kentucky Correctional Complex, one of those two.
wow.
So, I had a great thought and I just lost it on my head. But you said they're in there for a long time. They really have nothing to lose. But to me, if you do something bad enough, don't you? They put you in like isolation where you got to stay in a room with no walls or no windows and no. I mean, to me, that would drive somebody completely insane.
And I've seen that happen. I've seen guys stay in segregation 5 and 6 years and come out of there not the same they went in.
In segregation, do they get out at all, or they just stare at the same four walls, no windows, for however long they're deemed?
So the institution is supposed to let you out 1 hour a week, and so
A week.
a week.
So you would. Wow, I can't even fathom that. I guess is there are a lot of suicide in prison. If they get into that,
Yeah,
isolation would drive me insane.
yeah. Kentucky State Reformatory was probably the worst. They had a unit there that was psychiatric, and there was a lot of guys in there that committed suicide, and they were stat flighting them out of there all the time. And so it was pretty prevalent.
Wow, I had no clue. Like I said, I knew it was bad.